It's time for Caribbean News, covering current events from around the world, regionally and locally, with Sean Garrity on this station. It's news the Caribbean can use. And now, the details. MOU signed as part of efforts to revive Jamaica's rail service. A Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, has been signed to facilitate exploration of rail technology as Jamaica continues its push to revive the local railway service as a sustainable transportation option. The MOU between the University of Technology and the University of Birmingham is intended to forge collaboration between the two institutions for the promotion of rail technology in Jamaica. This will be done through academic and industrial capacity building, knowledge transfer, and promotion of research activities. Jamaica's first railway operations began in 1845, but the service was discontinued in 1992, except for use by bauxite companies to transport products. Since then, there have been some attempts to revive the service, but to no avail. In search for cost-effective air and land transport solutions, Minister of Transport and Mining Audley Shaw has highlighted that several options are being explored. State Minister in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Leslie Campbell, announced that through this MOU, a new Jamaican Center of Rail Innovation will be established to facilitate new training and research programs on a range of railway topics. The senator disclosed that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade will be conducting a hybrid staging of the Jamaica 60 Diaspora Conference, June 14 to 16. The conference will provide for further discussions among participants that will include innovative ideas for national development. St. Kitts PM says he remains fully committed to coalition government. Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Timothy Harris, says he remains fully committed to ending the rift within his coalition team unity government, insisting that the country must have a cabinet that is fully committed to addressing the pressing issues that confront our people. Harris, in a televised broadcast following a meeting on Thursday with the other leaders of the coalition government, said issues related to governance and transparency, a reassignment of ministerial duties, the external involvement of global financial institutions, and an increase in the operating budget of Nevis were among the matters on the agenda. This meeting was cordial, as was the one held last week, he said, noting that at the Thursday meeting he had proposed a framework to address the issues raised. The coalition government comprises of Harris's People's Labour Party, or the PLP, the People's Action Movement, or PAM, and the Nevis-based Citizens Movement, the CCM. The PLP has only one seat in the coalition, but CCM leader and Nevis Premier Mark Brantley said even though in the last two general elections the PLP did not win a majority of seats, the coalition continued because of its outlined objectives.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Fantastic DJs. For all your entertainment needs, it's fantasticdjs.com.
In entertainment, Jahshii's Cream of the Crop UK tour cancelled. First Nation artist Jahshii's Cream of the Crop 3-date tour of the UK, which had been rescheduled for March to April, has been cancelled altogether. The shows, for which promotion began 12 weeks ago and which were to feature his compatriot 450, were scheduled for London, Birmingham, and Manchester. The dates were initially set for March 11 through 13. However, on March 4, days before the tour was to begin, Jahshii had stated on his Instagram page that due to circumstances beyond his control, the Cream of the Crop tour had been postponed until April. He had also urged his fans to continue purchasing tickets for the rescheduled date. However, on Saturday, the Born Fighter artist noted on Instagram that the tour was not to be. In business, Big Bank's quarterly profit sinks as deals dry up. A slew of Wall Street's biggest tenders reported mixed results on the last day of a holiday-shortened week, but albeit analyst expectations for profit despite a sharp drop in first-quarter earnings. This report produced by Chris Dignam.
Mixed earnings from the big Wall Street banks on Thursday, with Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, and Wells Fargo all posting sharp declines in quarterly profit amid a slump in deal-making globally. The results come a day after the largest U.S. bank by assets, JP Morgan Chase, reported a steep drop in profit as geopolitical risks and decades-high inflation stalled deals. Morgan Stanley fared the best, reporting a smaller-than-expected 11% drop in first-quarter profit on Thursday, as it outperformed rival Goldman Sachs in M&A advisory. Goldman posted a 43% drop in profit, but still beat Wall Street expectations as market volatility fueled by concerns around interest rate hikes helped Goldman's trading desks. Citigroup, the most global of the U.S. banks, posted a 46% plunge in quarterly profit as it took hits from direct exposures in Russia. And finally, Wells Fargo reported a 21% drop in quarterly profit, but like the other banks, beat lowered expectations. Shares of Wells Fargo fell as much as 7% in early trading, but the stock had recovered somewhat by mid-morning. Shares of Morgan Stanley and Citi rose after their results, while Goldman shares were trading flat, and shares of Bank of America, which is scheduled to report earnings on Monday, fell more than 1%.
In sports, Thompson-Herah clocks fastest women's 100 meters of 2022 in California. Five-time Olympic champion Elaine Thompson-Herah posted the fastest women's 100 meters in the world this year with a time of 10.89 seconds at the Golden Games in Walnut, California on Saturday. The Jamaican won her semifinal in what was her first outdoor 100 meters of the season. She opted not to run the final with no reason given for her decision. "Feels good to be back. Season opener 10.89, the 29-year-old said on Twitter. Thompson-Herah became the first woman to win back-to-back Olympic sprint doubles when she retained her 100 meters and 200 meter titles in Tokyo and kept a memorable games with a gold in the 4x100 meters relay. And your Palm Beach weather: showers early, then scattered thunderstorms developing later in the day. High of 82 degrees with winds east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 70%. Then at night, clear to partly cloudy with a low around 70 degrees. Winds west-southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then in Fort Lauderdale, partly cloudy with afternoon showers or thunderstorms, high of 83 degrees with east-southeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then at night, a few clouds, low around 70 degrees, winds coming from the east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that was the news, entertainment, and sports with Sean Garrity. Be sure to stay tuned to this station for more news from around the world, locally, and the Caribbean.